This review is brought to you by Love in the Air. Didn't have a Valentine's date this year? Want to be prepared for next year in advance? Well, get yourself a pack of Love in the Air. The best thing about this product is absolutely free. Just fully extend your hands out in an embrace, envision the air as the man or woman or person of your dreams, and boom! You've got yourself a date that's priceless and irreplaceable.
Everything I own in a box is still alive?
That's right, dear customer, but I must warn you that if your air isn't pure, it can lead to some toxic fatal effects. It might be to die for, but is it worth taking that risk? So get up, go out, and get yourself a lifetime supply of Love in the Air. Right about now.
Side effects may include bloated arteries and worsening angina, toes start ganglion signs and salutes, and a colossally large forehead your parents can't claim. Visit our non-existent website for more information.
Hello podcast listeners and welcome to the Pic-a-Flic podcast, a series where I, your host, reviews a variety of different movies and shows the best way that I know how. On the docket for this episode is my second entry for a recent film that came out this year, and it's a dark comedy thriller movie called Companion, directed by Drew Hancock and produced by Zach Kreger, who directed the horror film Barbarian. Despite the marketing not giving it its due justice in box office numbers, the film has been getting raves for both critics and audiences alike, so much so that it's already available on digital and VOD as of earlier this week at the time of this recording. Got to love the theatrical rollout scheme these days. Now without further ado, let me explain the plot before I ramble through my thoughts. The story follows Iris, played by Sophie Thatcher, a happy-go-lucky, spirited young woman who's hopelessly devoted to the love of her life. Calls himself Josh, played by Jack Quaid. The lovey-dovey couple ends up at a retreat, which soon turns sour as someone gets killed, and more shockingly, Iris learns from Josh that she is
A robot?
And a game of cat and mouse follows as the android tries to break away from this unhinged guy she thought loved her in the grand scheme of things. So, as someone who is trying to do better with avoiding movie trailers, I saw this advertisement for this film and learned of the reveal relatively fast. Despite this, I had a blast watching this movie unfold. I think that there are some twists and turns that happened that the trailer thankfully didn't give away and I genuinely didn't see coming, so piecing things together as the conflict intensifies was pretty interesting. The movie has a nice blend of comedic elements as well as thriller elements here. I wouldn't exactly say that it's a fully horror-driven movie, but there are shades of it here and there. There's a lot of different emotions here, from subdued to intense to right back to subdued at the very end. An element that makes or breaks a movie is its cast, and thankfully the talent attached here adds their flair to the film. I first became familiar with Sophie Thatcher roughly 2 months ago when she starred in the psychological thriller Heretic opposite on-screen Radiohead enthusiast Hugh Grant and Chloe East, and I must say that she carries the film from beginning to end. The range of emotions that she goes through is insane, and it just felt satisfying to see how her revenge arc against this guy turns out in the end. There's also a scene that got some chuckles out of me involving her, a police officer, and the good old language barrier feature on her software, and I'll just leave it there. Also impressive in his role is, oh Huey my Huey, Mr. Jack Quaid as Josh. I believe that this is the first thing I've seen him in outside of The Boys, so there are some Huey-isms that I saw at the beginning of the film, but he's able to descend into lunacy as he unveils his true colors to Iris and us, the viewer. He's really good at playing a smug Machiavellian asshole. The supporting cast also adds to the media of the film. Lukas Gage, one of the most booked character actors in the biz at the moment, stands out with a great performance and plays a pivotal part in the final act of the film. Harvey Gillian, Megan Siri, and in a small part Rupert Friend round out the cast as Josh's friends and let's say acquaintances, all of whom go through some rather intriguing ordeals in the movie. Very solid lineup. I was pleasantly surprised with how entertaining the movie was, and it ended on a feel-good note, of sorts. So on the Pic-a-Flic rating scale, I'll happily give Companion a rating of 4 out of 5 popcorn buckets. A great cast, interesting storyline, and some left-field twists makes this a fun ride to watch. It would have been nice if it had more time in the theater before its digital rollout, but as mentioned earlier, I reckon the box office hurt that. I highly recommend you check this one out as soon as you can. It's a dope movie. That'll be a wrap on this review. Next up on the pod, a review for the Oscar-nominated film Nickel Boys. If you'd like to be among the first to get notifications of when new reviews and episodes drop, be sure to subscribe to the pod wherever you listen to said shows and tell a friend to tell another friend to check it out. All support and feedback is appreciated. Also, if you want to follow the show on social media, we can be found on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok under the username handle at Pic-a-Flic That is at PICAFLICPOD. And if review logging is your thing, then you may be familiar with Letterboxd, where you also can find non-audio exclusive reviews that are due under the aforementioned Pic-a-Flic username handle. So be sure to follow me there if you use that platform. Once again, thank you all for tuning in for the pod, and until the next chapter, this is the Western Wonder, and I'm signing out.
Beware of the robots.
Peace.
Bye, have a great time.